Hi and welcome back to my solo playthrough of In the Heart of Darkness. There were some technical difficulties, so I had to reset everything to where we left off after episode 1. I really hope I've caught everything as it was. So I did play in the meantime, unfortunately, but I had to reset and I didn't want to restart the whole video. So if you catch something that seems off or odd, then this may have been the reason, but I'm really not cheating here. Trust me on that. I was being made aware, though, that I cheated a little bit when I did a loot action with the priest, I believe. I forgot to move a crawler, then I moved him there and removed one of these things. I believe I shouldn't have been allowed to do that, and I'm not 100% sure how to rectify that. So I think I should have been able to get rid of both of them by spending 2 action points, or there should have been 2 before I left there. So I think when we are moving him back here, because afterwards he was moving from the northern gate back to the village, I think if we move the priest up here, we should have more or less offset that little cheating here. So apologies for that. And then I'm not 100% sure though, but after reading the rules again, I noticed major thing, of course, you're not allowed to repair stuff at the northern gate, and I'm really not sure if I did repair with the priest while there were monsters there or not. Vince is allowed to do that because of his special abilities, all the others are not. If I did so, then I apologize, but then there's nothing I can do to take it back, unfortunately. So from now on, I will try to pay attention and we'll try to play this game correctly, but keep in mind it's a learning experience for me. But I think with that being said, we should be good to go. So we are going into the next round of the game. We still have that event up here from that guardian, which we, I think, defeated right off the bat. So let's go into the spawning phase and another event. Are you kidding me? You cannot initiate combat unless there are other protagonists at your location. Okay, that really sucks because I was really trying to get rid of both of these fellas up here. And the problem really is, in theory, I could try to get there with Winds, for example, and then maybe with the priest get rid of those. But that is tough. On the other hand, we could hand over the pistol to Winds. Does it help? And maybe the radio parts. Maybe we should really make Winds our fighter, actually. Maybe that's still something we can consider to do, but there is always a risk. If I leave someone at that location, they are taking a sanity hit, basically, when these monsters are starting to move. But we have another card to draw, and at the end of the round. Okay. And with card, this is something. Oh, okay, interesting. So this is now one of those devourers. I think so. I think this is the devourer. It looks pretty similar. And they go to the cemetery up here. And these devourers, again, they go after us rather than making their way towards the heart of darkness here directly. So they really want to actively kill us. Not a great round for us because everyone is up here. This card is simply discarded and now we are taking our actions. But now it's even more risky going up there because another monster will move into the northern gate. Of course, I can still know this we have to move away. The only thing that we may want to do though is to get rid or to repair the gates with Winds. Then we can't fight, right? Oh, this card is so bad at this point in time. This is really frustrating, but I think I have to do that. Again, I will need to start with Winds. He only carries 3 cards, so we are tapping the opportunism. We are allowed to move for 1 action. To move 2 spaces, I think it's still worth it. 1 and 2. With 2 more actions, we are allowed to repair the gates, basically 1 damage token each, and then we still have 2 more actions left, and with those we could still try to loot. But I really think it's time to abandon that gate because more and more monsters are coming out. If this guy wouldn't be here, I may have really considered to stick to my plan and move Winds here, leave him there and do stuff. But I think in this case it doesn't really help. I think we are abandoning the gate, which will drive up the darkness tracker by 1, which I still think is okay-ish, but because we can't we can't fight us, but he would now be perfect to simply hit a shot there and try to take 1 out of those, for example. But I think that's not what we are going to do. So with our 2 remaining actions, we are moving back 1 and 2 again here to the village. There we will loot again. And okay, that's the ritual of roots. We can kill one crawler or devour at any one location. So that's not terrible, obviously. The thing is, if we want to cast it or try that ritual, perform that ritual, we can't. Yeah, we are losing 1 die and we're only rolling 2 sanity dice. If we're handing it over to the priest, though, that might be something worth considering. He could try to take out 1, and then we are not losing the gate, maybe? That's an interesting option now. So first of all, we need to damage the gate once more because we have looted, right? That was the end of our turn for wins. Then it is the priest. And I'm really tempted getting rid of one of those crawlers up there. So we are moving down here. We can't repair right now again. I shouldn't forget that anymore. That was our first action. I really have to track these. Second action, we are talking and trading, so we are handing over the ritual of roots to the priest, and we are handing over the pistol, I guess, to Vince. On the other hand, he wants to carry the 3 radio parts. We could hand over the radio parts to the priest as well, actually. That might be a potential thing, but we also want, now we can't move any further actually. But the pistol, let's leave the pistol here. That's okay, we don't need to use that ability. So then we still have 3 more actions, right? We moved down, we talked and traded. So now the prayer would kick in if we are going to fight, but again, we can't really fight. We could now do the ritual right here, or we could simply say we are doing it up there, the ritual cavern. I think that's what I'm going to do. So we are spending 2 spaces to the ritual cavern. Then we will auto succeed the ritual of roots, and again kill 1 crawler or devour at any one location. So we are killing off this fella here, which means the northern gate will stay intact for another round, and I do think that this might be important. That's basically the end of our round. Now they will move. We will start with the devourer, so he will move in here. That's fine. The crawler wants to move out. He can't, but he is knocking at that gate, which means it's again damaged with 2 damage marker, but I still think that this was worth it. We didn't really make an awful lot of progress, but we're also alive. That's something. So then let's do the next round. We are spawning at the harbor a crawler. Okay, that's over here. That's a new thing, I guess. I take that. And another one at the harbor. Of course, they always come in pairs, it seems, right? For whatever reason. So those were our 2 spawns. Of course, we can get rid of this card, so now we can initiate combat while we are alone. And I think with the pistol we might be able to do that, because we would be rolling 3 dice with Vince. Unfortunately, he can't move or not use his opportunism card, but I still think that is all right. So we are moving 1-2 spaces up. We will initiate combat here, and we will be using our pistol with a +1, and his base value is a 2. So we are rolling 3 dice. Not too terrible, at least. And 2 dice. Are you kidding me? That's so cool. So both of them are now out of here. So for each hit you are removing 1 of those fellas, and this also means we get to hold on to our pistol. Okay, that was a nice turn. Finally, Vince. And then we still have 2 more actions left, and with these 2 more actions I will repair the gate. Oh, that was really nicely done, Vince. Over to the priest. I think we need to start searching for stuff, right? That's what we need to. We need items like crazy, right? So we are moving the discs, the cubes back up here. We are moving 1-2 spaces here to the village, so that's 2 actions. Again, looting is a free action here. We are drawing our next loot card, and that's radio parts. So cool. But again, I clarified in the meantime that 1 character has to spend all 3 cards at once. But of course we can trade, and maybe now it would be time to meet again and give the radio parts to the priest instead. Maybe that really makes more sense, actually. Oh, that's nice. And indeed, we can do that right away, actually, because there's not an awful lot more to do, actually. So with 2 more actions, we are moving 1, 2. Now we are both at the northern gates. So these radio parts are with the priest. Then we are spending the last cube to talk and trade. And I think I misspoke early on. A priest only gets the prayer when I think he is using the talk and trade action before. I think so. Not when anyone does that with him. I think it's really he needs to trigger that. Cool stuff. And then yeah, we are handing over the radio parts to the priest. I think he's still okay. He has 4 cards. He can hold 4 cards, which also means that Vince is now down to 3 cards, so he can use his opportunism card again. Nicely done. And last but not least, we are moving these fellas here over to the east gate. Okay, cool. Next round, let's play some more spawning cards. Okay, that is ugly. Another crawler comes here to the eastern gate. Know if I like this. And another one goes to the old man. Yeah, they always come as a pack, right? I'm not sure how I staged this deck. I really shuffled it well. But they're all coming from the same side. So this is definitely kind of a dangerous place. But of course, Vince can still try to take some of these out. But at least it wasn't an event. These events can be pretty nasty, it seems. The question now really is, should I risk it now to move with the priest to loot first? Or should I think we need to try to get rid of these guys. So again, we will start with Vince. He's spending 1 to move 1, 2 spaces, again using his opportunism card. And then he will be using his pistol to have a nice shot into these fellas over here. Again, rolling 3 dice, exactly. And that's only 1 hit, but at least we can hold on to this. Return if you roll 1 or more hit. Awesome. So this is 1 hit. Not great, but also not too bad. But what are we now going to do with the remaining 4? No, this was the second action to initiate combat. So we have 3 more actions left. The gate is not yet damaged, but I think we can somewhat game the game here a little bit. So for 1 action, we are moving down here to the cave, and there we will loot again. And this is a testing kit. Okay, what is this? Play this when you initiate combat. If during this combat you kill all creatures, draw 4 cards. Okay, that is amazing. But for now, of course, we can still carry that. That is fine. So he can still do that. And with his revolver, I think there is a good chance he might be able to get rid of that. Okay, that's not too bad. And then, yeah, we have to damage the gate, of course, because we looted, and that's the nearest creature. And unfortunately, I didn't plan enough. Okay, that was stupid, actually. I was going to move up, repair the gate, and then move out. But yeah, we only have 1 more action left, right? 1, 2, 1 and 2. No, we can't get to another looting location. Because again, sooner or later, we have to abandon one of those gates. So yeah, I think we are going to move then. Are they breaking out or not? I think we should be okay. So 1 and 2. On the other hand, I think, no, what I'm going to do, no. Instead of that, I'm moving from the cave, to the chapel to the swarm down here. Because I think we are going to loot here with him. We have to loot, and then I guess we are not able to make it out of here in time either. So no, let's do that, and then we are moving over to the priest. We need to start gambling a little bit. I want to make some progress. Not sure if it's a good idea or not, rushing here, but again, I'm learning this game. So we're moving over to the priest. 1, 2 spaces over here. Then we are initiating combat. We are only rolling 1 die, but that's still okay, I guess. 1 die, and no, it's not good enough. So we are not taking any hits and whatnot, right? No. So then we are moving down to the cave, and at the cave we will also loot. And okay, a map of secrets. That's another quest. We can begin this quest. Reveal and discard a quest card from your hand at the stranded ship to place this in front of you. So we need another quest card, basically. Oh, we have another quest card, actually. So then we can begin. I think, from what I understand, once you have begun the quest, it's in front of you. It doesn't count to your hand limit anymore. So then how do we come to the resolution? If you are at the old mine, again and have successfully played at least 2 rituals this turn, you may complete this quest. Gosh, these quests are ultra difficult actually. This is really tough. I mean, we can get the other quest out if we're meeting. So for now, I think I will definitely hold on to the quest. We need another quest anyway, but this means we are at the end of our round discarding the unknown medicine. Maybe we should have simply used it, but okay, I will not take things back. We still have one more action left. We have to damage the gate once more because we have looted, and then with our remaining action, yeah, let's move to the chapel for now. Yeah, let's do that. That's fine. Okay, then these monsters will move. So the first one is damaging, or no, it's basically breaking the gate. So this gate is no more. The second one moves over to the ritual cavern, and this crawler moves here to the eastern gate. Because we have breached the gate, or they have breached the gate, we are increasing the darkness track and we are discarding our card here. Discard this when the darkness track increases. I think it doesn't really matter because we don't have any guardian on the board, but yeah, it's gone now, which is good. Then we are going into the next round. We are spawning some more monsters. Oh, I think this is now actually, this is the guardian, right? This is the guardian symbol indeed, but we are still in the top tier at the cemetery up here, and it comes with now, oh, okay, it has 2 health points now. Yeah, which I think is still manageable. At least I hope. And then we are drawing the next card, and that is one normal crawler at the stranded ship down here. Okay, I think we can work with that. Then we are starting with Winds again. Unfortunately, he has 4 cards, so he can't use his opportunism. So he needs to spend 1, 2, 3 actions to move to the ritual cavern. There we will initiate combat for our first action. We will be using our testing kit, that is an item, and we will be using a pistol. We can use a weapon basically also next to these items. At least that's my understanding. Play this when you initiate combat. Exactly. It's not a weapon, it's an item. And now we want to get rid of all crawlers. So basically we need to score 1 hit there with 3 dice. That should be possible. Yeah, I know. Famous last words. And if we are hitting it, we draw 4 cards. Nice. Okay. Hey, that was good. So this crawler is gone, which means the testing kit is gone, but this allows us now to draw 4 cards and we get to hold on to the pistol. That is cool. So we are drawing now 4 cards. 1, that's a okay, a trap is not bad. A ritual of banishment, which would be good for the map of secrets here for this one. Then we will 4th card, the unknown medicine. Yeah, that's a different one. And oh gosh, no radio parts. I mean, in theory, we can hold on to all of those cards. We only have to discard down at the end of our turn. We can still hold 1 card. So for now, I still think the trap card might be the better one. I think so. Let's do that. Let's hold on to the trap card again. We still have these cards in our hand. We still have 1 more action left. And oh, I think meeting now with someone else doesn't matter. So with our remaining action, we will be moving here to the abandoned hut, which I think is okay. And then, yeah, we have to discard down. So these 3 cards are gone. It's good, man. We have somewhat reduced the deck here, so it's getting more and more likely drawing these radio cards. And I think there are 4 radio cards in the deck and we need 3, right? But these were all of our actions for wins. On the other hand, let me also take this back. I think instead of here, we are moving to the chapel because I know these guys will move over here and then he would take damage. No, let's do it like this, even though it's not optimal for him, but I don't want them to lose any life points or sanity just yet. And now it's the priest, John Preston. We could do a talk and trade to trigger his prayer, but I'm not sure if we will be fighting anyone this round. So instead we are moving 2 space, or we could also move just 1. Let's move 1 space first actually. So over here to the cave. exactly. So we are looting here for free. This is a card. Also craft a card. For now, again, we can hold on to this card. We can still try that only at the end of our round. That is quite all right. But we have to move the crawler one space over here. And keep in mind, when they make it here, we are also increasing the darkness tracker accordingly. Then I guess we can move 1, 2, 3 spaces over here to the village. Yes, and I think we are going to loot again, right? We need to do stuff, and that's a ritual of command, which really doesn't help us unless, again, we want to move creatures back. We could cast it right now, and we would be rolling 4 dice with 1 success. But then, yeah, we will be losing 1 card either way, right? We have, with the ritual of command and the crafted trap card, 5 cards. Yeah, so, but again, for now, we can hold on to this. That's a good thing. We still have 1 more action left down here. And I mean, this is a sure thing, actually. Maybe we should do the surest thing instead of the trap. Trap is only 1 die, right? So let's try that. With the last action, we are rolling 4 dice. We are trying to perform the ritual of command. Exactly, we don't have to be there. That was close, but good enough. So this fella moves back to the harbor, and this fella moves back to the eastern gate. And then the ritual of command is out of here. We have to discard down to 4 cards. We want to get rid of the trap card here accordingly. And this is basically the end of the round. Then the guardian is moving. Then the crawlers are moving. And this one goes back to the ritual cover. But now we have some good chances actually getting rid of those. The problem really is that guardian up there, which now takes 2 hits in order to kill it. But okay, let's see. We are drawing 2 more cards here. We are still... Okay, the stranded ship gets another crawler. I mean, we still have 2 gates that are intact actually. And then, yeah, no, another card in here, and that's the old mine again up there. No, this is... no, this would be a guardian, actually. I think in this case, someone replied to me. I think we have to spawn now a devourer at the old mine, because we already have the guardian on the board, exactly. Yeah, that's nasty. Okay, but that's basically it for the spawning. Wow, there's a lot going on now. And again, we might want to start with wins, and we want to try to craft the trap. Here's a +1 actually. This is really completely random. There are cards that have a +1, there are cards with a 0, there are cards with a -1. I don't really know what this is. But we're rolling 3 strength dice actually to craft this trap for our first action, and guess what? We are failing miserably. So the crafted trap is gone, but the good thing is we can now move again. Oh boy. Do we have enough action points to move 1, 2 with 1? We can kill. I think we are all right. I think I want to get rid of at least 1 more of these crawlers for now. Yeah, let's do that. So with 1 action, we are using our opportunism. Again, we can now move 2 spaces again, 1 and 2. We are initiating combat with the 3rd action. So again, we are rolling 3 dice because we will be using our pistol. Okay, this was good enough. With 2, I could have killed that guardian, of course. But right now the guardian is protected. We can hold on to the pistol. Now that is nice. And then we have still 2 more actions left. And I think with 2 more actions, I will move down to the village, and there we will loot again. So let's see what we get. Oh, a crucifix. Interesting, interesting. Discard all curse cards belonging to one other protagonist at your location. I might have doubted its power had it not burst into flames. Yeah, I mean, why not? For now, we can hold on to this, right? We still have to move 1 creature, and I think it has to be that guardian, right? Yes, indeed. I think that's the closest one, though it's knocking at our door here, but for now we are still doing okay, I guess. And then we are moving over to the priest, and I think did I miss that? Oh, okay. Oh, I see. I see that now. I switched place. I think it would be still okay actually, because I could have moved in here. So I think this should be like this, right? This is where they were, right? Oh gosh. I think that priest was here, right? And no, actually he was here and Vince was there. But again, I could have done the same thing and then used it to move down here. So it really, potato patata, I think it was really not so bad. But still, it's now the priest's turn. Apologies for that. Question is, what am I going to do now? When it's bad. Maybe I should have taken down that guardian instead. We might be losing, because if I'm now looting here, we will be moving the guardian, but we could move priest 1, 2, 3 spaces here instead, and from there loot, and then this guy would be moving, and then we have still one more round left. Or we could move 1, 2, 3 in here, then we would be moving that guy. That might be the better one, actually. I think I want to move this other creature. Let's do that. So we are moving 3 spaces. A little bit wasteful, I know, but I still think we need to game that game a little bit. 1, 2, 3 to the cave. There we will loot, which means this guy is moving over here. We are drawing our loot card, and we have the 3 radio cards. That is so cool, and I think we can make it to the harbor. No, we need to go to the lighthouse, but we can also make it to the lighthouse. Oh, that is so cool. So we will take our 3rd radio card, and 1, 2, we had 2 more actions left, and I don't think it is an action to discard these radio parts here. Oh, that is so cool. And we are bringing out the boat here at the harbor. Right now it's still here, and the rules say at the end of the next round, not at the end of this round, we are making it here. I really need to remember that. Pretty sure I will forget. But that was okay. So our hand size is all right. We can hold on to this quest card now, which is amazing. That was really important. Nicely done, priest, even though I really cheated my way through the game so far with all these switcheroos here. Apologize for that. But again, I'm learning the game. I'm discarding this. So the boat has been called. Nice. Let's move the guardian. Again, it will damage the northern gate. Then don't really know if I forgot to move the devourer actually, but for now we are moving him here to the eastern gate. Then we do the watchers, the crawlers. They will go over here to the abandoned hut. Still 2 more spaces away, so I think Vince Shredder needs to take care of those, of this fella. Down here, this will also rattle at the gate, and this crawler will also move to the southern gate. So we might be losing 2 gates this round, which, yeah, I think is not great. Then let's spawn. I think I'm doing 1 more round this video. And okay, this is another event. Oh, the Guardian. Oh, the Guardian is already out. Not sure if that's good or not. Let's simply read, shall we? When this is revealed, place the Guardian at the village. If it is not in play, it is. Remains in play, this card. Hits in combat cannot reduce the Guardian's health 2 or less. Okay, he has 2 right now. Except during turns in which the Guardian has been moved by a ritual of command. Okay, which means we have to cast a ritual to move him, then he would be allowed to be reduced health. But in order to discard this card, we need to get rid of Devourers and the Guardian. So it's not just going away by increasing the darkness. That is me, that is me. But we have to draw another card. Ha ha ha. Not so easy. We are still in the third, and oh, we are bringing out another Devourer, which makes this one even more complicated to get rid of. So let's place another Devourer here at the old mine. Okay, this needs to stay in play. These events are really nasty. I was really trying to get rid of that Guardian this round with Vince, but now we can't. Question now really is, should we maybe meet somewhere to trade off stuff so that Vince can start to move again? And maybe that's what we need to do. The question is, who should we move in order to do that? Should we move the priest now? Because this fella has only 2 more steps to make it there. And I think we are not... unless we are looting, then we have to kill him again. Ooh, that is really bad. And I think we can't really defeat the Guardian because we don't have that command ritual. We casted them like crazy before. I think 3 cards or so are already out. Oof, this is a tough one. I think this round I will start with a priest. 1, 2, 3 spaces over here. Yes, let's do that. Then we will talk and trade, indeed. And I think I will hand over the Devil's Bounty now to the priest. Apart from that, maybe also the crucifix. Yeah, let's also move the crucifix over. I think we don't need it with Vince right now. And then, yeah, we could actually do this. No, we have to discard this at the stranded ship. Okay, so we have to move to the stranded ship. So I think something we can try to prepare actually. So with his last action, he will be moving down here to the swamp, and then he can do something like this. This one is really my concern right now, actually. I don't really like that at all. But those were all of the actions for the priest. Then we do him. And I think for one action, we are using his opportunism now. So he's moving 2 spaces. Then I think we have 2 more actions. Yeah, I think we can move out. 1 and 2. Exactly. Then we will initiate combat with 3 dice. We have our pistol. We have to try that. That's at least my gut feeling. Awesome. Awesome. Both of these fellas are out of here. Nice, so we can hold on to this, and then we still have 1 more. We could repair, but I think in this case we want to move to the stranded ship instead, and then I guess we have to loot, right? We still need to find, what do we need to find actually? Yeah, we need another quest card. Actually, only another quest card actually. So maybe let's try that. So yes, we are looting for a free action. That's a Ritual of Banishment, which could be nice as well, actually, for anything future. For now, we have to hold on to that, but I still think this was worth it. We have to move a creature, and I think I counted this through already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it has to be this fella, and he was moving 1, 2, 3. I think 1, 2, 3. It doesn't matter too much. I think we get to choose then actually, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 1 down here to the cave or to the ritual cabin. What's more likely? I think we are going... Let's send him here to the ritual cabin. Right. Nice, 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 nice. But I think this was it for this round. We have spent all our actions, and I think we spent them well. Problem is, a lot of things will happening now. First of all, the Guardian will also destroy the gate. So we have the second destroyed gate, which means the marker is moving here. The Guardian will remain here. When he spawns, we are looking at it. So it still has only, quote-unquote, 2 life points. But this gate is no more. Then the Devourer. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I think we already counted. He has to move down here to the chapel. This guy will move to the thing. And yeah, this one is the problematic one. The old military complex. I think, yeah, but he's down here. Can he make that on time? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I think he might be able to make it to the military complex. We really want to get rid of that monster. But overall, I think we are in an okay shape. We have 1 quest here, which we might be able to, I don't know, get through sooner or later, but then we need a second one, so 1 per character, and then we have to all assemble at the harbor in order to escape with the rescue boat, which I believe is now flipped, so it's now active. Oh boy, okay, but so far I'm really digging this. I'm heavily enjoying the playthrough so far. I am terribly sorry for all the rule goofs I keep on doing. Again, make me aware of this, send in your comments, be angry at me, whatever, just let me know, and I will always try to repair that as much as I can. But again, especially here, this is a learning exercise for me. I might miss a rule or there. Yeah, this was really bad that I did the switcheroo with the miniatures here. Bear with me. I'm not doing this purposefully, of course. That's something that happens to me. And when you are recording stuff, you have a lot of technology around you, and then you have playing a new game, playing 2 characters. It's not easy, but yeah, it's a lame excuse. I know. And yeah, before I forget, another huge shout out to all of my patrons and channel members out there. You guys are truly amazing. Can't tell you how much I appreciate all your support. If you want to support my little channel, you will find a link to my Patreon. You can join me here directly on YouTube. There is a thanks button below the video for a small or maybe not so small donation. Definitely like and subscribe. Leave a comment. This also greatly helps the channel, and it's highly appreciated. And yeah, with that being said, hope to see you soon in one of my other videos. And until then, bye bye.